What's up, everybody? Welcome to Podcast Now. I'm Alex, and in this video, I want to talk a little bit about those Spider-Man leaks, not actually spoiling it myself, but just talk about that they're out there. I also want to go over a little bit of what I plan on doing for Spider-Man. I know I haven't actually done that yet, and I like to do it for those that care at least, but try to walk you guys through some of the video ideas I have for the next week and a half, and then also what I would be doing after Spider-Man 2 releases. So to start with, of course, the leaks. Now, without saying what they are, and I don't know myself. I know I keep like almost jinxing myself, right? Because I keep saying it, I'm almost like wishing it upon me, but I've stayed clear, and I think I've just made kind of the mental note to not check comments. I don't check like notifications on Twitter. I'm pretty bad with that anyway, but I haven't been checking notifications on Twitter purposely because of Spider-Man. I'm good, and I feel pretty confident that I think I'll be okay. And that's not to wish it upon me, and I know I could be jinxing myself, but no, in terms of like for you guys, for a warning, this is the time. Like I know I made a video, like a week and a half ago talking about spoilers are out and be aware and, do your muting of the keywords on Twitter and all that jazz. That was true, I believe, back then. But today, really like last night into today, this is like the legit. People are like blocking it out. So actually, if you go on like the gaming Reddit, like the leaks, there's titles that say, like major Spider-Man spoilers are out, but they have like things blurred so you can't see anything unless you actively click on them, which is good. I think that's actually pretty respectful of them. So this really seems like the time where it's like, look, like the main menu is a leak and, certain things are like smaller time leaks, right? But the last 24 hours have been major things. I believe all the suits are out. Actually, I don't really care about that unless they're spoil like some story element, actually, then it wouldn't really matter to me at all. But like all the suits have leaked. It seems like something in the ending of the third act, or just the ending of the game in general, is out there through a picture. And as I warned, last time, and I think it's even more true now, this is it. Like, I could imagine, and this is actually the thing that does scare me. This is where I could see myself potentially getting destroyed, is like recommendations on YouTube and stuff. I feel like we're in the week where on any given day, you might go on YouTube, and if your algorithm and your search history and stuff is a lot of Spider-Man videos, which actually I'm sorry, considering you're watching one right now, I could easily see something where it's like this person dies or this person's Venom, like those kind of big things. I could absolutely see some low life, which illegally, it's not really a great thing to do, posting it on YouTube, right? The ending or some sort. I really think this is the week where that could happen. And obviously every day the likelihood increases, and going into next week with the reviews, that's going to be tough because it's like a lot of people are going to be looking when the reviews go live and what people are saying. But I could absolutely see some 2-3 minute clip videos, being on YouTube that just give it away in the thumbnail or give it away in the title. To be, again, like, honestly, for me, that's what's probably going to get me. If anything does get me, it would be that. It's not going to be my community. I really don't think would do that. But, like, the community at large, the larger community, right? Maybe they would do it. I think I'd be safe for that. It's the YouTube recommendation stuff I actually think would probably get me or really scares me. Okay, now that's the news. So if you want to click away, that's totally cool. And in terms of my stuff, well, just to kind of give you, again, like a rough overview, I have a few more theories / characters I want to talk about. I'm actually going to be doing a Harry video. I want to talk about my predictions for the ending going into the third game. Those are a couple videos I have planned this week. Next week, I will be covering the reviews in terms of what people are saying, both positive and negative. I imagine there might be some like fun controversy stuff with like console wars probably next week, maybe even later this week. I intend to I love talking about these people on Twitter and stuff, so I'd probably do that stuff. And then when the game comes out, I actually have like a long list. I'm planning on doing basically a Spider-Man 2 video every day. And I've done this for like Gotham Knights and Hogwarts and Scream. The things I cover, I'd say the most. I tend to just do almost daily videos, and I really have done that for Spider-Man over the last month or so. I think I've almost done a video a day. Not exactly, but almost. In terms of when the game comes out, I think it's going to be a video every day, probably for the first 7 to 10 days, just every day. We'll talk about the ending. We'll talk about future Spider-Man stuff. I'll talk about, a review. We'll do a review for Spider-Man 2. I probably want to do something like best suits or best abilities. I don't do those videos all that often. It really takes a game that I think I really connect to, / you can get into it easy enough for me to do stuff like that, but I do want to do something like a best suits or ranking the suits in terms of what I think about them, ranking like the gadgets or what to upgrade first. I normally call them like self-help videos, even though I guess you're not helping yourself. I'm supposed to be helping you, but that's just the terminology I use. And then theories and discussions. When the first game came out, I really didn't do it. There was a time 2-3 years ago where like every week, actually no, it was Miles. It wasn't actually Spider-Man 2018, if you can believe that. It was actually when Miles came out, where daily almost I was doing these theory videos for Spider-Man 2, like will Peter Parker die? I know I made that one. I made a bunch of them, and they did really well, and people really liked them. And it was, again, like odd timing. I don't even know why I chose to do that. So going into this game, or when this game comes out, those are some of the videos I'll do for Spider-Man 3. Obviously, we got a long way to wait, right? 4 years after this, and I'm sure we'll rediscuss a lot of the theory videos in another 4 years, but some early kind of theories and predictions of what could happen with the next game. We'll talk about DLC, if there will be DLC. So that's generally, what I do. I like to talk a lot. I like to talk in general. That's definitely true. But I like to talk about the future. So the third game, theories, the ending. Maybe I've done this here and there, and I really like doing it. It just takes so much work. And not that I'm like anti-worker. I think I put in a good amount of work into these channels, but Story Explained. I love doing Story Explained videos. I honestly believe, to pat myself on the back, to give myself something, I think I do it really well. I really do enjoy it, and I think I do a pretty good job at it. They just take a very long time, and timing's important because of the algorithm and all that stupid stuff on YouTube. But if I beat it, within a few days, 2, 3, 4 days, maybe I could do some sort of like Story Explained, just so it's an evergreen, right? Like it's always out there. People can always look it up. What's the story of Spider-Man? Maybe like an ending explained. I've done those in the past as well. So those are kind of, and I think those are different. I think those are different than what most people do. Obviously, we'll cover news and things that comes out on this game. Obviously, if there's DLC or if there's interviews and stuff, we can cover that. Like I said, I want to do daily videos for quite a while on this game. It's obviously a big part of the channel. And then for the future, just, last part of this video here, this is odd because like I've done this for Hogwarts, and that was such a big part of the channel. Spider-Man, I don't really see in the same way, but I actually almost think Spider-Man has been bigger for the channel in some ways. In terms of the future for, I guess, Marvel content, honestly, I'm really, really excited. I know I've talked about it before where I don't need Sony's teams to like all be making Marvel games, and I still believe that. I love, IPs, like new IPs, new creations. I don't need every team making Marvel games. I don't need every Insomniac game to be a Marvel game. But with that being said, Marvel games are a blast to cover. People like them. I like talking about them. So basically what I'm getting at in a very long way is this is going to continue. It's going to continue with Spider-Man. Obviously less. Like I'm not going to cover it every day. Probably past like mid-November, I'd say. But you can expect if there's DLC for Spider-Man, that, Wolverine, of course, but all of the Marvel games, Iron Man, the Black Panther EA game, the Black Panther and Captain America game from Amy Hennig. Like I'm going all in. I cover the DC stuff too. Then the fact that was like the first thing I did, right, with Gotham Knights. So Gotham Knights and Suicide Squad and Wonder Woman, but I'm covering them all, really. All superhero games are welcome, and they're treated equally, generally, I guess, by me. I know they have sometimes different fan groups, but there you go. That's kind of my plan now. It's my plan into the future. Obviously, I make so many videos a day on so many games, but it's been a blast talking about Spider-Man with you guys, and we're not done. Like I said, there's theory videos I'm still going to do this week, and we got the game itself, but just to kind of give you guys an idea of what to expect, let's say in the next 2-3 weeks, Spider-Man related, and then what you can expect really going into 2024, a lot of stuff, covering all the Marvel games, obviously covering Spider-Man, and when a game sticks out to me, I cover it like to death, probably beyond where I should cover it. So, that's something for any game, not just Spider-Man, that you would probably expect from me. So there you go. Let me know what you think. Even though I probably won't see the comments, I'm sorry about that, but you can still leave me a comment if you want. Make sure you're all subscribed to the channel. That's definitely important. Bell icon turned on, and I hope to see you all on the next one.